You're probably curious of what just happened. You're probably really curious.
You already told me.
Um, First time, all right. Give me again. I want to explain this before we continue or try to do this podcast. At least attempt to do this podcast. Um, the first time I didn't like that there was a lot of frame rate issues and stuff like that. And OBS decides to crash on me. I don't know why. It just like it doesn't give me like an error or anything. It just closed the program out. Like immediately like just close it. It's a bit that's super duper random. And y'all probably asking, are we gonna watch this for the third time? Absolutely not. I don't want to see oblets for the third time. I think I saw enough oblets on my screen. I think Aaron can agree. Unless he's really excited to see it for the third time.
No.
I really doubt he doesn't want to see it for the third time. You want to see oblets for the third time? No. All right, let's continue
Switch
with the
this
Disney Direct.
Colorful and mesmerizing planets await in this fast-paced action RPG across the cosmos. In this deeply story-driven game by Stormmind Games, you'll use both strength and wits to interact with others and conquer the challenges ahead.
Balancing the duality of your physical and mental powers is key. Sacrifice one for the other against opponents and
I don't know if I'll get it.
Might not turn out well for you. Ultimately, your conscience will carry the weight of your decisions. What kind of hero will you become? Choose your destiny in Batora, Lost Haven, launching on Nintendo Switch this fall.
Okay.
こん
にちは、生高橋です。エレケッドがもうすぐ Nintendo Switch で遊べるようになります。エレケッドは私が学生時代の頃、流れるというテーマのコンテスト向けに好きなゲームからインスピレーションを受けて開発したプロトタイプ作品になります。私が学生を卒業した後にそれをブラッシュアップしたのが本作になります。シンプルな操作と直感的なルールからは想像もできないようなひらめく体験をご用意しておりますので、ぜひ Nintendo Switch で楽しんでみてください。
Looks okay.
Yeah.
Looks weird, but looks okay.
Hey, if you're looking for a clever and challenging 2D puzzle platformer, then we've got just the game for you from Nama Takahashi, a one-person development team. Here, you're a small robot named Dirext, who's on a mission to restore light to the world while navigating a booby-trapped facility. By using your electrifying powers to touch walls, floors, platforms, and switches, electricity will charge through them and bring them to life.
Hey, don't get ahead of yourself. Well, actually, you should. Detach and throw your head to trigger objects. You'll need to retrieve it within 10 seconds, or else. There are plenty of hidden rooms and secrets to discover, so use your head, literally, to explore every nook and cranny of the facility.
Elec Head bolts onto Nintendo Switch this summer.
Okay. Oh, this is one of those little rhythm games.
Interesting.
What do you mean interesting? I suck at these games. These games are rigged.
Well, I might like it if I ever play it.
You don't even know what's called.
I don't care. It's a rhythm-based game, so. Soundfall.
Feel the beat in Soundfall. This fast-paced, rhythm-based dungeon crawler from Noodle Cake and Drastic Games combines looter-shooter action with musical gameplay that'll keep you on your toes.
And tapping your toes. As a guardian of harmony, you're transported to the world of Symphonia to battle the forces of discord. Move to the music solo, or with up to 4 players locally or online as you restore harmony to Symphonia's corrupted lands. Levels and encounters are dynamically generated from the music, and there are over 140 songs to choose from. So pick the tune you want to hear before jumping into the fray.
Time your actions to the music, and your power will increase. There are 5 different musical heroes to choose from, over 500 pieces of equipment for skill customization, and thousands of loot combinations, giving you opportunities for multiple playthroughs.
Get your head bopping to Soundfall, launching on the Nintendo Switch system later today. Why is it freezing in here?
You better be ready to weather the snowstorm in
War
Wild
game.
Frost. Take on the
Looks like
harsh
it.
elements in this tactical roguelike deck builder from Deadpan Games. Build and customize
It
your
kinda
deck
reminds
as you
me a
set
little
off to
bit
put an
of,
end to the eternal frost.
Hearthstone.
Card companions and items are at your disposal. Use them to battle wave after wave of monsters, from the deceptively cute penguins to brash and brutal bosses. Plan your next move
I don't think I've ever
using
heard
a
of that.
dynamic counter system and
What,
fell
Hearthstone?
those frosty
Yeah.
fiends.
Well, it's
After
been a
each
while.
run, try
It's
daily
been-
challenges
it's been here
or
for a while.
expand the hub town of
I don't know if
Snowdell
it's
to
for the
unlock
Switch.
new events and cards. Helpful for your fight against the perpetual winter.
Wild Frost makes its snowy debut on Nintendo Switch this holiday.
Hej, jag heter Hanna.
Und ich heiße Rebecca.
We're from Lampful Games, a small game studio based in Stockholm, Sweden. And we are excited to announce that our game, Totally Accurate Battle Simulator, or TAPS for short, will be coming to Nintendo Switch.
We first started working on TAPS in 2016. The idea was to make a game that is inspired by the feeling you get when playing with your action figures as a kid. We then added the strategy and fighting elements and turned the game into the wobbly experience that it is today.
Our wonderful community has been with us along the way and helped us shape the game with their suggestions and feedback. So together with them, we're proud to bring TAPS to this awesome platform.
What in the world? Look how they're walking. Look at that. Is it just me? Oh my god.
Yeah. It's like ragdoll physics. Something like Happy Wheels.
Do the wobble wobble.
Wait,
Do the wobble
what?
wobble.
You heard that right. In this fighting game from Landfall Games, you'll lead teams of over 100 wobblers in battle, hailing from ancient lands, spooky worlds, and fantasy realms.
Those wobbly physics are, very, wobbly.
Oh, they're awesome! And those aren't your garden variety battles either. Watch your wobblers flail and fail in silly simulated battles. Or make new ones in the unit creator and customize their size, weight, and speed, among other stats. Can't get enough of the wobble? Send them to fight your friends in online multiplayer mayhem. Say it with me. It's wobbling time!
You never cease to amaze me. Totally Accurate Battle Simulator. wobbles. It's way onto Nintendo Switch this summer.
Oh, Gacha Rapacho. I love Gacha Rapacho. Sometimes a little. Oh, this looks better.
Yeah.
Gunbrella?
Gunbrella.
You're a
Made by
gruff woodsman
Devolver.
on a quest for revenge
Devolver's
in this
good.
noir punk
Yeah.
action adventure from Doinksoft. Armed with the titular Gunbrella, you'll maneuver through various locations, from a cultish town to a junkyard fortress. Use the Gunbrella to glide, swing, dash, dive, and take out enemies in gritty side-scrolling combat.
Along the way, you'll scavenge for scraps and spare parts to upgrade the Gunbrella. And employ your sleuthing skills to assist a cast of increasingly bizarre characters in a world rapidly losing its natural resources. And that's just the beginning of your investigation. Plenty of dark twists and turns lie ahead.
Gunbrella launches on Nintendo Switch next year.
Hey everyone, I'm Jared Huntley, lead programmer on
Hi.
We Are OFK.
And I'm Luca LaFay, lead singer of the band OFK.
We're super excited to announce that our music biopic game is coming to Nintendo Switch.
Yes! Ooh, I can play it on a tour bus. Ugh, I can't wait to tour together.
We haven't seen each other since that music video brainstorm at your place in LA in 2019?
Yeah, wow. And with the game on handheld, it'll be easy to play the new episodes that are coming out every single week, back to back to back.
Can't wait to share OFK's story and music with y'all.
Hey, Jared, can I get your opinion on tour outfits?
Okay.
This musical narrative from indie pop band OFK is gonna take you on quite the emotional ride. Set in downtown Los Angeles, Itsumi Saito struggles to establish herself in LA's ruthless music scene while managing a full-time job, a social life, and a brutal commute. But a chance encounter with a rising Hollywood music producer may give her the edge she needs to achieve her dreams.
Through episodes released weekly and interactive music videos with a fully voiced cast, you'll witness the lives of Itsumi and her friends unfold.
You're allowed to take a break and not be okay for a second.
Thank you.
From fighting over song lyrics at band practice to sending silly memes via text, it's a heartfelt making of the band journey that's sure to pull at your heartstrings.
We Are OFK. Drums onto Nintendo
Okay.
Switch this summer.
Hi, I'm Dom.
And I'm Tom.
Hi.
And we're Spiral Circus.
We are an indie games developer based in Bristol, UK, and our passion for the stranger and surreal side of art is what brought us together.
We both come from really different backgrounds. I was a research scientist and Tom's a fine artist.
Because of the pandemic, we've been an entirely remote team, and almost all of Silt has been hand-drawn at night by me, which seems entirely appropriate for the subject matter.
Our audio designer even set up a fish tank in his studio to record the underwater sounds that you'll be hearing throughout the game.
We're really excited for you to experience our hand-drawn work brought to life, and we hope you enjoy exploring the strange oceanic world of Silt on Nintendo Switch.
Silt.
Take a deep breath and dive into the harrowing ocean abyss. In the depths of this puzzle adventure from Spiral Circus Games, you'll unravel long-forgotten mysteries as you explore a surreal underwater realm filled with strange machinery, ancient ruins, and dangerous ocean inhabitants.
A variety of sea creatures can be possessed. Harness their abilities to solve puzzles, navigate the haunting environment, and survive encounters against deep-sea Goliaths. There's more than meets the eye in this unsettling, monochrome world.
Plunge into the dark waters of Silt,
Cool.
launching on
I
Nintendo
guess.
Switch next month. Hey, a way to avoid traffic. Morning commutes can be a real jam, if you get my drift.
Oh, I know, right? But guess what? In Mini Motorways from developer Dinosaur Polo Club, the key to solving the city's congestion problems is you. Draw and build roads to create a bustling metropolis and keep traffic flowing on maps inspired by real-life cities. As demands interchange, you'll continuously redesign and expand via upgrades like highways and roundabouts.
Ramp up the difficulty by taking part in daily and weekly challenges. More maps will unlock as you become a master road designer. How long can you keep the cities of the world moving?
Buckle up for Mini Motorways, cruising onto
Mini
Nintendo Switch
Motorways.
later today.
Oh, sorry.
Whoa, a flying hospital. That's new. I've never seen that before.
Then hop aboard this heartfelt narrative adventure from Ghost Pattern, set in 1970s rural Australia. As intrepid teen journalist Casey, you'll come to know a diverse cast of eclectic voiced characters through the stories they tell and the moments you share. Each story unfolds in real time, at the same time, so you get to choose which ones you want to experience. Follow the hospital's inhabitants, eavesdrop on them, or enter the room and be part of the conversation.
Darcy, right? Mrs. B's kid?
It's, Casey. Not, Casey. Just Casey.
Sure.
By keeping track of information in your notebook and spending time with certain characters, you might unearth new stories, locations, and revelations. Multiple playthroughs will also give you the opportunity to witness other events, allowing you to delve deeper into the stories and weave together mysteries aboard the airship. Wayward Strand lands on Nintendo Switch July 21st.
Yeah.
A randomly generated world awaits in this action-adventure
Another
game
Devolver
from
Digital
Massive
game.
Monster. As a
Yeah.
possessed lamb saved by a foreboding stranger from a ritual sacrifice, you need to repay your debt by creating a loyal community of woodland worshippers.
Gather resources to build structures. Then, gather your courage to brave deadly dungeons like the Silk Cradle. Venture through its dark depths, teeming with razor spiders and toxic millipedes, to challenge the dungeon's overlord Shimura. There ain't anything sheepish about it.
Cult of the Lamb drops onto Nintendo Switch this year.
The second game.
Aggro crab.
A brand new Souls-like. Oh no! Why? Why is this a thing?
Oh gosh.
Shells. Are you sure? Don't you love difficult games? Don't you love frustrating games? Here you go. Play through Elden Ring and here we go. Another crab's treasure.
Hey Crab fans, I'm Nick.
And I'm Kalen. Previously, AgroCrab released Going Under, and it didn't make us rich. So this time, we're selling out and giving the people what they want. Crabs. Our second project is a crustacean-themed Souls-like, another crab's treasure.
Through our extensive research, we've found that crabs are the perfect enemy for an action game. They've got natural weapons, can strafe from side to side, and you can hit their weak point for massive damage.
Souls-likes are known for their difficulty, and we want to create a game that maintains that challenge while being approachable for new fans of the genre.
Ooh, what if you died in one hit when you're not wearing a shell?
I just said it's supposed to be approachable.
Oh, what if every time you dodge roll, there's like a 1% chance that you just trip and fall over?
Well, looks like our segment's over, everyone.
It's time for Crab.
Basically, they just said this game is going to be
Oh, here we go with the crab puns.
Crab-absolutely.
Anyway, in this action adventure from AgroCrab, you'll embark on an epic treasure hunt under the sea to buy back your repossessed shell. While wading through this underwater world plagued by pollution and sinister secrets, you'll scavenge for trash and use it as a shell to defend yourself in challenging combat.
There are over 50 potential shells, so get shellfish with them and repel enemies with powerful umami magic. If you don't, you'll be in a pinch before you know it. After all, one crab's trash is another crab's treasure, which sidesteps onto Nintendo Switch next year. For our last segment, we'd like to show you a sneak peek of several more indie games coming to Nintendo Switch. Enjoy!
One Shot, World Machine Edition. Okay. That's over with. Give him Beyond the Trees. Donkey Kong. Idle Manager.
Manager.
Looks like a simulation
Mm-hmm.
of singing songs or something. Okay. Card Shark.
Card.
I wonder what this could be. You play cards and that's it? Yep. Yep.
Yep. I guess.
Curves to golf. Okay. A guidebook of Fable. I don't know what that is. Cruising. That's right. I have no idea. Opus Echo of Star and Song. Looks like action. Cool.
That's all for today's Indie World.
Oh, that's
We
it?
hope you enjoyed the slew of games in today's showcase.
That's it.
A big thank you to our indie community and indie partners working on games for Nintendo Switch. And as always, thank you for watching.
Check out our
So Aaron, what do you I want to hear what you think before because I feel like I have a lot to say, to be completely honest.
Some games look pretty interesting, but most that didn't really please to me.
Don't roast me, everyone that's listening in to what I'm about to say. All right, I'm pretty sure these indie, because I know that they have passion to put into their project as a small team. You know, that I can fully understand that they're very small. But most of them kind of look like mobile games. Not gonna lie.
Yeah.
Some of them looks like you can straight up maybe play on a browser or play on your phone, not on this. Not on this. You know, like I said, I kind of feel like they kind of just, I kind of feel like they just throw random crap together. Like what happened to the, I don't know, Shredder's Revenge. That looks great. That looked awesome. Guess what? That wasn't in this indie showcase. How long have we been waiting, Hollow Knight fans, for Silk Song? Hmm? When are we gonna get that? Oh, nothing. But, like, I don't want to trash it. I feel like it's within the presentation of it. To go by game and piece by piece. Oblitz. Does this interest you, Aaron?
Not really.
Not really. Cool. I would say the same. Batra Lost Haven.
Powers is
It looked pretty interesting.
sacrifice one for the other against opponents.
Pretty
and
interesting.
Things might.
Yeah.
It just looks okay to me. And then you have
a
Electhead.
That looked pretty cool because it follows closest to the old Nintendo games, NES.
Well, it was also kind of remind me of like Celeste in a way, and all them other games that I love and play.
Yeah.
It kind of reminds me of kind of like that. Because Celeste was kind of in this. It was a little bit brutal, but a difficult. I wouldn't say as puzzly as Luckhead can be. But yeah, I would say Luckhead did look interesting. And then this game, you said that you won't.
I mean, that looks pretty cool.
Soundfall?
Yeah.
To me, I can care less. To be honest, it doesn't interest me. Then we have Wild Frost, a card game. Interest you?
No.
No, no cards. What about this?
That one looked pretty hilarious.
What?
That one looks hilarious.
This looks stupid. Look, like I'm not gonna look at this. Look at this.
He's
look
wobbling, bro. Wobbling.
I know. Yeah, no, it's not gonna interest me. I'm sorry. I mean, if you want it, go for it. Gunbrella, that actually interests me a lot.
Yeah, that looked pretty cool. That looked pretty cool.
Because to me, this is remind me of like Celeste in the feeling, all them other games. It also reminds me of I believe it's called Stream World or Steam World. Let me look at it. I know I'm on my screen real quick. It's called Steam World Dig. And it was kind of giving me a little bit of that vibe with this game. It's Steam World Dig with Gunbrella. So yeah, Gunbrella actually really interests me. And then, what do you think of OFK? Of a band going through emotions. Basically, Life is Strange. A full interactive game. Yeah, no. Alright, cool. Because it's not for me. Silt. Yeah. What do you think of Silt? Underwater, though.
Yeah, doesn't really interest me either.
Okay, we have to talk about mini motorways. What do you think about it?
I was like, what is this?
This looks like you could play it on a browser.
Like you could play it on a phone.
This is what I was saying at the beginning. Like, I don't want to roast him because I did. Yeah. Because, to be honest, I'm not gonna lie. I'm a bit interested in mini motorways. Like, I'm not gonna lie because it looks like another game which is on Steam for like $5 or $4, and it's called Freeway.
Yeah.
And to me, it's in my wish list, and from what I've seen, I think I feel like I would enjoy it. So this, I would feel like I would honestly enjoy it. What about you, though? How do you feel about mini motorways?
I wouldn't really be into it.
Oh, you wouldn't be. All right. What about Wayward Strand? Looks like maybe like a detective, flying hospital. You know, you talk to people, and that's about it. I think that got the gist of it. Cult of the Lamb. This is confusing to me. Nah. To me, it's just confusing. Oh, another Crab's Treasure. From what they said, they look like cool, awesome dudes. Cool. But the way they said it, it's like BS. What if you could die in one hit without a shell? What if this? I'm like, no, cuz, no. You have people struggling in Elden Ring. But I don't know if you're interested in it, but, you know, it looks fine. You know, it looks okay, but I'm not big into Souls-like games.
Yeah.
What about you?
Nah.
And then we have a sizzle reel.
Yeah.
We had one shot. I don't know, like they went through these games super fast. Did any of this sizzle reel kind of speak out to you? One shot, Gibbon Beyond the Trees it looked like Donkey Kong for a second.
Yeah.
Like, I'm not lying. Look at that. Look at that. What does that look like to you? This looks like another like little indie Donkey Kong game.
Yeah.
Maybe. I'm not sure. I don't see barrels, but I see monkeys climbing trees. And the first thing that came in my mind was Donkey Kong. Then you have Idle Manager, which was a simulation. Are you interested in this? What's it called? Idle Manager? No? Card Shark. Yeah, Card Shark. No. Curse to Golf.
Nah.
I don't think any of these games are kind of interesting. A Guidebook of Babel. I don't know what this game is.
No.
No, just absolutely no. And then last one was like Opus, something like this. Opus. The last thing that they showed.
It does have impressive graphics though.
After video this whole indie direct, and I'm gonna stop sharing on my screen because we already seen it, so we can just get two of our heads back together. There we go. What do I think about that direct? It felt like a waste of my time. Man, I shouldn't have even said that. I'm glad Aaron can agree with me on there.
Oh man, I don't really appeal to indie games.
I mean, there's some that looks enjoyable. Like, I'm not gonna lie, there's some that looks like, okay, this looks pretty good.
Yeah.
This looks like that Gunbringer game. That's probably the only game out of the whole entire thing that was like good enough for me to say I'm kind of interested. I'm probably going to buy it for the PC instead of my Switch.
Gumbrella, Electhead, Soundfall looked pretty cool to me.
I will say Gunbrella and Motorways. But yeah. After watching that, I feel like I've seen better indie directs than this. Because usually, like, I don't want to trash on any developers. All right, please don't get that out of my mouth. Saying I was trashing the indie developers. No, I'm not. Like, I understand that it's hard to work on a game. You know, especially when you're a small team, it's hard to make a game. But when you make a game, you want it to make good. You want to make sure that people are going to like it. See if people, interest. And usually with every direct, there's always a game that will interest people. Always. There will be some games like a regular Nintendo Direct. There's games that will be like, heck yeah. And there's some games that are like, nah. Nintendo Sports. Nah.
You didn't like Nintendo Sports?
I heard it's not that great. I heard it's good, but compared to the Wii, I heard that the Wii's kind of better. But I heard the controls are better for the Switch. So. But I'm not entirely sure yet. But I'm not dead set on that. But yeah, that's pretty much what we thought on the Indie Direct. I don't know how many of y'all watched it. I don't know how many of y'all enjoyed it. I felt kind of bored. I felt like it could put me to sleep. I felt like my stomach was rumbling. I felt like it was like a complete waste of my time. I mean that's the best way to sum this up. I mean, there's no other way. There's absolutely like no other way to explain it.
Yeah.
It's okay for what it is. It's okay. You know, you have a Souls-like game, you have a card game. You know, you have different variety of games, but it feels like you could play them on a phone. You know, like like the Motorways one. I feel like that's a browser game. To be honest, I feel like you can just go into a browser and just play it for free. That's what I feel like. But you know. But yeah. Do you want to say anything about the Indie Direct before we move on?
No, I think I'm done with that now.
You're done. Okay, so the next question is, have you been interested in Starfield or Redfall?
I heard about Starfield yesterday.
Only yesterday?
Yeah, from some guy who was talking about PlayStation Plus premium stuff, the list, and he just mentioned that game being delayed or whatever. I don't know.
Yeah, it was delayed until the first half of next year.
So apparently, from what I see here, it's going to be another game. I guess it's like some kind of like IRAM thing, but in space.
Is it supposed to be like Skyrim, but in space?
Yeah.
So how do you feel about it being delayed? Were you really interested into it? Did it get your hopes down? How did it make you feel?
I couldn't really care.
Oh, yeah, it's Starfield that's just not in your alley.
I mean, I just now heard about it yesterday, but now I'm looking it up right now. I mean,
because there's also another game that's Redfall. That's both of big Bethesda games that was supposed to come out like this year.
This is Xbox exclusive.
Mm-hmm.
I just hear that these games are getting delayed, and I don't know how Xbox fans are taking it, or people at Xbox is doing right now.
Well, people say Xbox is dead because no games are going to come to it because of this.
The same YouTuber I was watching yesterday was doing the PlayStation Plus premium list. He was saying that Starfield and the other game was being, I think he talked about the other game, Redfall, being delayed. He said, like, Xbox is dying right now. They ain't got nothing coming here. And
how did that make you feel?
Heard from him. Huh?
How did that make you feel when you were listening to what he was saying?
I mean, everyone has their own opinions, but everyone, yeah. If those were like the big things for Xbox coming out, I don't know if Xbox has anything coming out at all this year besides those games.
Well, you forgot the Bethesda Showcase that's like in a month from now.
Oh, yeah.
And you got, probably Xbox going to do. Probably the video games are going to do something since E3 is not a thing. So you also got to keep that in mind. But I don't know why they didn't announce, I don't know why they announced it, before and not during their showcase.
Yeah. I'm looking at top stories for Starfield right now. Starfield devs were worried that game would be the next Cyberpunk. Bethesda's Starfield delay is key to its new-gen success.
Well, why they said Cyberpunk? They should have said Fallout 76. I'm sorry.
God of War creator David Jaffe, whatever, says Xbox Phil Spencer sucks after Starfield delay. Forspoken could thrive thanks to Starfield's delay and a lot of other article titles. Well, I mean, I know that Xbox is not really good at doing exclusives. I know that because they don't have much.
They just got an exclusive, Halo Infinite.
I know, but you said that Halo Infinite is dead.
I mean, do you agree?
I've only played like multiplayer of that game. That's it.
Because it's free, of course.
Yeah, but I played it at my brother's house because he had it. So I hadn't heard much about Halo Infinite lately.
But what about, since you were talking about Starfield, what about Redfall?
I'm looking that up.
Because I'm curious to see what your thoughts are before I say my thoughts. Since it's been a while since you've been on the podcast.
So Redfall is from the teams of Prey and Dishonored.
Yeah.
The team behind Prey and Dishonored.
Bethesda.
Bethesda, Arcane Studios.
Yep.
Same company. Images. Redfall. From the cover of the game, it looks like okay, I'm seeing some screenshots. It's a first person, of course. I don't really know what to think of this game.
It got vampires.
That's what I was thinking. It had something to do with vampires, but I don't know what to say about this game.
Nothing. Absolutely nothing.
No.
That makes you great.
Okay, whatever.
So basically, it sounds like you don't care that these games are getting delayed, or they're just not in your cup of tea. Something that you're really interested in from Bethesda Studios.
I mean, I may give Starfield a try one day, but I mean, if it's like Skyrim but space, that might be a cool concept. But I don't know about this game yet.
Because it's Bethesda.
Well, I mean, it's not Bethesda, but it's being delayed. And well, a lot of things are being delayed.
It kind of reminds me, why can Halo Infinite be delayed another time for it to be, I don't know, finished product? Instead, they're delaying Starfield and Redfall.
Well, people are just
you gotta remember the whole Halo Infinite incident before it was ever launched.
Yeah. People are just releasing games now. That's it. I mean, they turn out not to be great.
But you got Elden Ring. It looks like a contender for Game of the Year.
I'm gonna play. Yeah.
Oh, you're gonna play Elden Ring?
Yes. I'm gonna give Elden Ring a try.
Well, good luck. I hope to see you die a million times. To be honest, it's in my wish list. On my Steam. But how do you feel that people are saying, or the Xbox community, Microsoft community, is saying Xbox is dead? We ain't gonna have games. There's nothing good for Xbox anymore.
I don't know. I mean, whatever they want to say. I'm not going to join in the stupid console wars or console versus PC wars. Like,
PC is the only way.
Huh?
I said PC is the only way.
But yeah.
Alright, so this is how I feel. When I first saw Starfield and Redfall, it looked okay. I wouldn't say I was totally 100% interested. 100%. Redfall, it didn't say what kind of game it was. You have these different variety of characters, and I don't know if it's supposed to be like a battle royale. that's the vibe that I was getting at when I first looked at when they first showed off Redfall. Is that I don't
Yeah.
know. It looked interesting. It looked cool. You know, the graphics look fine. The characters look fine. The vampires look fine. You know, it looks like a cool game. But to me, it's like, what kind of game am I looking at here? You know, so I don't know about that one. And then Starfield, I'm not big into Elder Scrolls. I'm more of a Fallout fan than Elder Scrolls fan. But that's just me.
Yeah.
And seeing Starfield, it looked okay, but they haven't shown. The thing with both of these games, they haven't really shown off much, unless you find leakers that has been leaking, you know, all of it. So I feel like they will probably show that at the Bethesda showcase that's going to be happening, you know, like in a month from now. I forgot the date. If you want to look that up, I forgot the date of the
What was it?
the Bethesda showcase. I forgot
Yeah.
the date. If you want to look that up real quick. But do I think the Xbox is dying? I feel like I know they're focusing on Game Pass. I know that's Xbox. That's been their main thing. You know, they haven't really
Yeah.
been making new games like whatsoever. It's been Game Pass, Game Pass, Game Pass, Game Pass.
Unless some people are getting sick and tired of Game Pass and wanting to go to the new PlayStation Plus subscription.
Yeah, which we're gonna talk about that because you know people are
I don't
saying
know.
that's supposed to be the Xbox Game Pass killer, just like with the
Yeah.
Steam Deck, that's supposed to be the Nintendo Switch killer. Guess what? I'm still playing on my Switch. I'm still using my Switch. I'm still playing it. Oh. Okay.
See why they're both. I don't think they're both the same because the Steam Deck is just a handheld computer.
Yeah, but we're not here to talk about the Steam Deck. Yeah, to me, I like with the whole Game Pass, like Microsoft is really focused on Game Pass. Yes.
But that case is June 12th.
June 12th, so about a month. Or
Yeah.
3 weeks. However you want to look at it. To me, I feel like they focus on Game Pass, and I know that they have a lot of subscribers, a lot of people that's on Game Pass. You know, and not including myself because I'm not on there. But if that's the only way that they're making money and they're not making new games, I feel like it could possibly lose customers because it's like we already play these games. There's nothing new coming out. Like it's gonna be like what's the point? You know, I know Xbox has been really focused on Game Pass. You know, that's their thing. But they've been buying studios, and they have a lot of studios under their umbrella. You know, a lot of them. And I'm like, what are they doing? What game are they making? You know, id Software. Are you making another Doom? Are you making another Doom? Because I don't know what you're doing over there. You know, Obsidian. What are you doing? What are you doing? Are you doing a Fallout New Vegas remaster? No? Okay then. Like it's like I don't know what these companies are doing. So it's kind of interesting of what's going to happen to Xbox. Like I said, we got sort of quote unquote E3 events, even though it's not technically E3, but it's going to feel like E3 because everyone's going to do their own little thing. You know, Bethesda's going to do theirs, Nintendo's going to do theirs, EA's going to do theirs, which I recommend you watch because each year they're trash. Here's a new Madden game, new FIFA game. There you go. There's your EA. But I'm not here to trash the game. I'm just talking about the Xbox in Pacific.
Yeah.
I'm not an Xbox person. I'm gonna be. I'm looking at it from outside because I don't own an Xbox. There is some exclusives that I like Ori games, the Ori Blind Forest and the Will of the Wisp. Great games. Have it on my Switch and I have it on my PC. But there's some that I could care less. The Halo series doesn't interest me. Gears of Wars doesn't interest me. You know, just Forza Horizon good graphics, doesn't interest me. Just doesn't. To be honest, I would be more excited to see like Need for Speed, like one of the old Need for Speeds to be remastered than a Need for Forza Horizon game. Just saying.
Yeah.
You know, I feel like I would be more excited for that, but Xbox doesn't have a good bit exclusive, and you know it can be looking big into 2023 for Xbox. Like for y'all Xbox fans, if y'all are and listening in, you know y'all could be having a good big year in next year. You know, it could be very very big. I know it's been kind of dry, you know, with a whole lot not coming out, but you have to also look at it. It's actually selling a bit more than PlayStation 5s because you see Xbox Series X's more in stock than you see in PlayStation 5. Like Aaron, the times that you went to your local stores, how often do you see a PlayStation 5 or Xbox Series X or S? How often? When you go into that video game section, whether it's in Walmart, Target, GameStop, whatever that may be.
I mean, I haven't really seen much of those.
Oh, you haven't?
I mean, like, actually, I probably have, but I don't know. It was the last time I've been to a store. Last time I've been to a store was Walmart, so. I was just looking up more than video game consoles, but.
Because to me, I remember last time going, and I don't remember seeing either one of those. But like I said, I'm going off from what I hear. I've been hearing Xbox is selling a bit well than the PlayStation 5s.
Yeah.
And I'm not like it's not saying PlayStation 5 is bad. And you know they have some good exclusives over there. You know you have Ratchet and Clank. You know that PlayStation Plus that we're going to talk about soon. We're not mentioning it right now. I know you have your nostalgia going on.
No, I know that when PS5 and Xbox Series X and S released, I think it was more PS5 getting.
Yeah, that was like we're now 2 years. It's been out for 2 years.
Yeah.
And people are still having issues of getting a PlayStation 5.
Yeah.
After 2 years, which is ridiculous. You know. So, but with the Xbox, I would say keep y'all hopes up for a bit. You know, something can happen next month in the month of June because that's when, you know, I'm pretty sure Microsoft is going to do their own, you know, event. You know, you have Bethesda doing their own event. I'm sure Nintendo's going to do their own Direct. I mean, they've been doing a June Direct every single year. You know, I don't know about Sony if they're going to do a State of Play because, but, I'm not going to sit there and go, oh man, y'all Xbox, y'all suck, L on your forehead, No, I'm not going to do that. I'm not, like I said, I'm not, Aaron's like looking at me, what the frick did you just do? Looking kind of dumb with the finger and a thumb on the shape of an L on the forehead. Alright, I'm not trying to sing a song here. But yeah, I don't think Xbox is dead. You know, you still have Game Pass, but I feel like it could be slowly getting rid of people that don't want Game Pass. You know, it can be great. You know, you have a lot to offer when you pay for that subscription. But if you're not getting new games, it's kind of like, what's the point? You know, because you want to be able to play the newest and latest at the very least. You know, something to try out. Be like, ooh, this game's coming out. Ooh, it's coming to Game Pass. You know, and that's what does sell Xbox.
Yeah.
Is there anything you want to add on to that before we move into the next topic?
Nah.
Okay. I have to ask this, Aaron. How big are you into Silent Hill?
I haven't really played much of it. I don't think I've ever really played Silent Hill. Okay, over exaggerating much?
No. How do you feel about Silent Hill being leaked and rumored that there's supposed to be 3 Silent Hill games. 3. How does that make you feel?
The remastered, huh?
Silent Hill Remaster, a new Silent Hill game, and then it's supposed to be like I've been hearing like a Silent Hill Epic Sonic kind of thing. And there's been screenshots and leakage. If you want to Google it, well, we're not going to show it here. I already seen some of it. It looks cool. But I have to keep in mind, Konami. I have to that word. I have to keep that in mind because who makes Silent Hill? Who makes Silent Hill? Oh,
Konami.
It's Konami. What are they doing? I don't know. What are they doing? So to me, from a Silent Hill person, from a Silent Hill person, that I love the series, even though it's been ages since I played it. Ages since I played it. I didn't like the first one that much. I know people have liked the first one, but I was more into Silent Hill on the PS2. 2, 3, and 4. Those were what got me into Silent Hill in the first place. I don't know if I ever played a PS1, but I remember emulating it and didn't like it that much. But when I was looking at these leaks, I'm like, this can't be true. This can't be true. This can't be true. It's Konami. It's Konami. They did a PT demo. Do you know what happened to the PT demo? Oh, it got removed from the PlayStation Store. A demo. Oh, and then you have people that's trying to sell a PlayStation with PT demo installed on eBay. And guess what Konami did? Guess what they did? Saying like, stop selling that. Stop it. And that's the last thing that you ever heard of Silent Hill. There's been leaks and rumors, but Konami's not doing anything. Let's look at the history of Konami right now. Let's look at a little bit of history. The last big game that's not retro games in a collection is Metal Gear Survive. It's probably the last game I can remember that they made. And how good was that game? It's absolutely, completely garbage from what I heard. Konami's not doing great right now.
Yeah.
And they've been doing retro collections. And that's all good and dandy. I would love, and I do have it on wish list on there, but part of me wants to play on the go. It's the Castlevania Advance Collection more than Anniversary because I like the GBA Castlevania games. Era of Sorrow, Army of Dissonances, and Circle of Moon. Love them. And it's a good compilation and with some extra features added in. They did that with the Contra Anniversary as well. And it's cool. And they've been and if y'all remember, I remember with the Nintendo Direct, there was a Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle, a Cowabunga collection. Konami owns most of those Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle games. They were the king of beat 'em ups back in the day. When you saw that Konami logo, you were excited back in those days. So, I'm not going to say that's all bad. It could be a good starting place. Maybe they're trying to get back, to where they used to be. And I can get that. But if they're just using it to make money because they don't know what else to do, then that's a little of an issue. But right now, they've been doing that very slowly. And then when these screenshots got leaked, they have been copyrighted strike. And let's face it, Konami, and this is another thing that I read and heard, they're very, and I can agree with this, they're very protective of their property.
Yeah.
They're very protective. I mean, look at the PT incident. They removed it. They were very protective. They wanted that crap to be removed. Even though people were enjoying the PT demo, even though I probably would never ever be able to play it because it's stuck on the PlayStation 4. And I don't know if people still have it on the PlayStation 4. I can ask Aaron if he has it on the PlayStation 4, but he's probably going to shake his head no because PT Demo has probably sucked balls to him. But, you know. But,
I've seen people play it.
Huh?
I've seen people play it.
But you haven't played it yourself because that means you never got it. That
Yeah.
sucked. But anyway, to me, I'm like, I don't know if this can be true. To me, I don't know. It's because it's Konami. It comes back into a full circle. Y'all have to understand that it comes back in a full circle under that company's name, Konami. You know, it's like the best way, and this is what I heard, and I love this. Best way to describe a Konami is when you're going to a grocery store and your dad left you and never came back. That's Konami. You know, he can maybe try to find his way back. He may not be able to care, you know, doing his own thing. You know, he's been caring for you, making these awesome games, and then just leaves you standing with nothing. You know, when's the last time you bought a Konami game? Forever. So that's basically when the last time you saw your Konami dad. Forever. So I don't know if Konami's making a return or not. That is, I don't know if I can be fully set on it. I just don't know. How does this make you feel, Aaron? How does this make you feel?
It's whatever happens with the remasters.
Yeah, like I said, there's supposed to be Silent Hill remaster. I've been hearing more of a 2 remaster than the original remaster.
I'll be right back.
Okay, so we'll be right back. But I've been hearing a 2 remaster more than a 1 remaster, and then one's supposed to be entirely new, and another one's supposed to be episodic. And I'm not a big fan of episodic, you know, like Telltale games. I've never been interested in that, but it has been rumored a lot though. It has been rumored. I have to also remember with rumors sometimes if it keeps on rumoring, more likely it is a thing. Like more likely it's a thing. You know, I remember Super Mario 3D All Stars being rumored. I'm like, Nintendo will never do that. They will never do that. Why would Super Mario 64 Galaxy and Sunshine? They will never do that. A few days later, they actually did that. After me saying they won't. Thanks for telling me, Captain. So, you know, when it's like rumored a good bit, it makes me feel like maybe it's true, maybe it's around the corner. Like I said, we're gonna have big events next month. And we're gonna be reacting to it. I especially am. I don't know if Aaron's gonna be there when it's all live and gonna be reacting to it. But I react to it every year. E3. I'm still saying that this is E3, even though it's technically not E3. To me, I still consider it as E3 because, you know, it's going to be a big month for video games.
The what?
So, huh?
The what? Reacting to what?
The video game showcases that will be happening next month. Live. Because that is going to be cool beans. Can't wait. Can't wait to see. Especially from Nintendo side, because I'm a Nintendo fanboy. But anyway, how does this make you feel after listening all this about Konami and Silent Hill? And after being leaked and rumored for probably a good bit?
I mean, it's whatever. Like I just said, whatever happens.
You need to play Silent Hill.
Huh?
You need to play Silent Hill.
Alright.
Yeah. Alright, the last thing, I know Aaron's been wanting to talk about this, so we're going to give him the floor since he's a PlayStation fan, because he's getting his fingertips ready, saying like, oh yeah, now we're getting into the good stuff. That PlayStation Plus lineup, or one fourth of their lineup of games.
I like all consoles, but I just know that this is one of the big gaming news right now. They just released the lineup for.
I heard it's just a 1/4 of that lineup. I heard it's not full.
Gonna be more games coming, but this is what they got released so far for Essential, Extra, and Premium, which is the biggest one, of course. And from right here on the PlayStation blog website, that all new PlayStation Plus game lineups. I mean, the lineup is going to include. This is the title. This is going to include Assassin's Creed Valhalla, Demon's Souls, Ghost of Tsushima Director's Cut, NBA 2K22, and more to join the service. But that's not getting deep into what's gonna be revealed. This was by Nick McGuire, who is the VP Services, Global Sales and Business Operations of Sony Interactive Entertainment, I think. He did this article about the new lineup. I'm not going to read the whole thing, but I'm going to go into what this whole thing is going to be like. And this is let me go down. I'm trying to read a little bit, scroll through here.
See, this is why I'm giving the floor, because he knows this is what he wants to talk about so much. He's prepared for this moment.
Monthly games for the PS Plus Essential, Extra, and Premium Deluxe plans. And any PlayStation Plus plan you choose, you'll get the same benefits that are currently available today for PlayStation Plus members. We have yet to announce the monthly games for June, but stay tuned to PS Log. For the PS4 and PS5 game catalog, we're focused on adding high-quality titles into the PlayStation Plus service for players to enjoy. I'm pleased to share a selection of the content that will be available for PlayStation Plus Extra and Premium Deluxe plans. PlayStation.com will be updated with the game list when it launches in your region. So here's the game list by PlayStation Studios for the PS4 and PS5 game catalog. You got Alienation, never heard of that. Bloodborne, okay, I have that. Concrete Genie, I have that. Days Gone, I have that. Dead Nation Apocalypse Edition, Death Stranding, and Death Stranding Director's Cut. That would be a game I would like to try, because I never played it. And it's by Hideo Kojima and his productions. Demon's Souls, Destruction All-Stars, Everybody's Golf, Ghost of Tsushima Director's Cut. Okay, I've only played the original game. Never played the Director's Cut. God of War, okay, Gravity Rush 2 and Gravity Rush Remastered. Horizon Zero Dawn, I have that game. I haven't finished it, but I have it. Infamous First Light, Infamous Second Son, I had the first Infamous game. Knack, Little Big Planet 3, Loco Roco Remastered, Loco Roco 2 Remastered, Marvel Spider-Man and Spider-Man Miles Morales. I have played and beat the first Spider-Man game. It was pretty good game. Matterfall, Medieval, Patapon Remastered and Patapon 2 Remastered, Resogun Returnal, Shadow of the Colossus, I have that game. Tearaway Unfolded, The Last Guardian, pretty interesting. Last of Us Remastered, I had that game. And The Last of Us Left Behind, I have that game as well. It came with the remastered game. Until Dawn, okay. Uncharted, the Nathan Drake Collection, I have that. Uncharted 4, I have that. I've not played The Lost Legacy, but I need to play that game. Wipeout Omega Collection, I think I have it. And here's the third-party partners. You got Ashen, Assassin's Creed Valhalla, Batman Arkham Knight. I have Arkham Knight. Celeste. Yep. Yeah, he's getting into it. Celeste. City Skylines. I didn't really care much for it. Control, I have that game, but I haven't finished it. Dead Cells, Far Cry 3 Remastered, and Far Cry 4. Okay. Final Fantasy 15 Royal Edition. Now that I will be up to get. For Honor, I have that game. Hollow Knight, I have that game. Marvel's Guardians of the Galaxy, I might try it out. Mortal Kombat 11. Might check that out. I never played Mortal Kombat 11. I have Mortal Kombat 10 on PS4, but not 11. Naruto Shippuden Ultimate Ninja Storm 4. Okay. NBA 2K22. I couldn't care less about NBA. Outer Wilds, Red Dead Redemption 2. I need to get that. I have played it for the Xbox, but not for the PlayStation. Resident Evil. I'm guessing that's the first Resident Evil. I already had that game. Soul Calibur 6, I have that game. South Park, The Fractured Butthole. The Artful Escape, The Crew 2, and Tom Clancy's The Division. I played a little bit of that game, but it's Tom Clancy's. Okay, so here we are for the classic games catalog.
Finally, it's getting to the good stuff.
Yeah, PlayStation Plus Premium Deluxe plan. Okay, the Plus Premium Deluxe members will have a selection of popular classic games to play with some titles that will show improved frame rates and higher quality resolution compared to their original launch versions. For select original PlayStation and PSP classic games, members will also enjoy a new user interface with menus that allow you to save your game at any time.
Basically,
Yay.
save state. Basically, emulators.
It's going back to the old times where you could save your game manually. I'm guessing that's what it is, or even rewind the game if you want a do-over.
Basically,
Also,
how the Nintendo Minis have in common.
Yeah. Also, players who have previously purchased the digital version of select games from the original PlayStation and PSP generation will not have to make a separate purchase or sign up to PlayStation Plus to play these titles on PS4 or PS5. When these titles are released for PS4 and PS5, players can head to the PlayStation Store and download a version for the consoles at no extra cost if they already own the digital version of the title. Some of the titles will also be available for individual purchase. Additionally, some remastered classics from previous console generations will be added to the PlayStation Plus Premium Deluxe plan. Below is an early look at a selection of games that will be available. Okay, so here's the classic game list that's been released so far for the original PlayStation and PSP by PlayStation Studios. Ape Escape. That's a pretty classic game I remember playing back then. Hot Shots Golf. IQ Intelligent Cube. I don't know about that, but Jumping Flash. Okay. Siphon Filter. That's a classic game, I remember. Super Stardust Portable for the PSP. Here's the third-party partners. Mr. Driller. Tekken 2, which I'm pretty psyched for. Worms World Party and Worms Armageddon. Okay. And here are the classic game catalog remasters by PlayStation Studios: The Ape Escape 2, Ark the Lad, Twilight of the Spirits, Dark Cloud and Dark Cloud 2, Fanavision, Hot Shots Tennis, Jak 2, Jak 3, and Jak X Combat Racing, and Jak and Daxter: The Precursor Legacy. Those are, yeah, that's going to be cool. Rogue Galaxy, Siren, and Wild Arms 3. I've seen a lot of things back then growing up. I remember going to my local supermarket, PlayStation demo discs, PlayStation magazines, and one of the games that interested me when I was little was Siren, because it looked pretty different. It was like of course, it was a Japanese horror game. Yeah, and I wasn't old enough to play that game, but yeah. Third-party partners: BioShock Remastered. I think I had those games. Borderlands: The Handsome Collection. I already have that. Bulletstorm Full Clip Edition. Kingdoms of Amalur: Re-Reckoning. Have that. And Lego Harry Potter Collection. Yeah, now we're going to the PS3 games, which is, I think I have a little bit of a problem with because it's via streaming.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not run natively. Yeah.
Huh?
Not running natively.
PlayStation Plus Premium Plan. The new PlayStation Plus will offer PS3 games to stream and play on PS4, PS5, and PC. These are original non-remastered versions of PS3 games and are available to PlayStation Plus Premium members where cloud streaming is available. Here is an early look at the selection of original PS3 games available. Okay, by PlayStation Studios: Crash Commando, Demon Souls, Echo Chrome, Hot Shots Golf Out of Bounds, Hot Shots Golf World Invitational, Eco, Infamous 2, Infamous Festival of Blood, Loco Roco Cucurecho, Motorstorm Apocalypse, Motorstorm RC, Puppeteer, Rain, Ratchet and Clank, Quest for Booty, Ratchet and Clank: A Crack in Time, Ratchet and Clank Into the Nexus, Resistance 3, Super Stardust HD, Tokyo Jungle, When Vikings Attack. And then from third-party partners, Azura's Wrath, Castlevania Lords of Shadow 2, Devil May Cry HD Collection, Enslaved Odyssey to the West, Fear, Lost Planet 2, Ninja Gaiden Sigma 2, and Red Dead Redemption Undead Nightmare. Okay, now these are the time-limited game trials for the premium plan. A time-limited game trial benefit will enable you to try select games before you buy. After downloading a trial of the full games, you can play it for 2 hours for most games. The playtime counter only counts while you are in the game. It's a great way to try games before you decide to buy, and any trophies and game save data from the trial period will carry forward if you purchase the game. Here are some of the titles that will be part of the time-limited game trials. PlayStation Studios' Uncharted Legacy of Thieves collection for the PS5, Horizon Forbidden West, PS4 and PS5. Third-party partners, Cyberpunk 2077, Farming Simulator 22, Tiny Tina's Wonderland, and WWE 2K22. Okay, and new games added regularly. The games available in our PlayStation Plus games catalog will continue to refresh and evolve over time, so there's always something new to play. So for the Plus Essential, a monthly refresh will occur on the first Tuesday of the month for the PlayStation Plus Essential plan and both higher tiers, with new PS4 and PS5 games added to the service, same as what PlayStation Plus members get today. And PlayStation Plus Extra and Premium Deluxe, an additional monthly refresh will occur in the middle of each month with new games across the PlayStation Plus Extra and Premium Deluxe plans. The number of games refreshed will vary per month. So launch is just a week away, starting with Asia on May 24th, followed by Japan on June 2nd, North and South America on June 13th, and finally Europe, Australia, and New Zealand on June 23rd. We are eager to provide this new service to our fans, and we hope you will enjoy the curated catalog of games when it launches. For more information on the all-new PlayStation Plus, please visit our website. And that was pretty much the whole thing.
And how did that make you feel as a PlayStation owner? Does that get you excited for PlayStation Plus?
There's definitely things going on here. A lot of games. But I wish there was more to the classic stuff to my own liking. But I know it's probably going to vary. They're going to vary the games. Evolve. They're going to evolve the games. I was surprised to see Tekken 2 on here, but I kind of wish it was Tekken 3, because that was better than Tekken 2 in my opinion. But actually, it's one of the best PlayStation games of all time. And the Jack games, though, that's a surprise. Dark Cloud games. I never played Dark Cloud, but
it's amazing.
Yeah, Siren, Wild Arms, Lego Harry Potter collection.
Cyberpunk 2077.
Whatever happens with that, but Ape Escape, Hot Shots Golf, Siphon. Okay.
That Cyberpunk, though, it's time trial. It'll carry your saved data over in your trophies for Cyberpunk 2077.
Yeah.
That's why you can play Cyberpunk.
Although you were cheering for Tiny Tina.
Yeah, I kind of want that game, to be honest. I don't know if you looked into the game, but it looks funny and great as heck. I would say it's game of the year. It has its own little issues from what I've seen.
Yeah.
But so far, I honestly kind of still want it.
Yeah. It's definitely from the same company from
Borderlands,
yeah. Gearbox.
Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, I know that's just the list right now.
Yep.
But it does look pretty interesting.
With the PlayStation, when looking at the classic games, I don't know how. I would like to see how they're going to be higher quality and improved frame rates, because I don't know if they're using an emulator, because you can do a lot with just an emulator.
Yeah.
Just letting everyone know, you can do a lot with an emulator.
Yeah.
You know, and stuff like that. And some of the games were on the PlayStation Classic. You know, Intelligence Cube. Who cares? Jumping Flash. That looks terrible. Siphon Filter. How can you play that on this? How can you play it on this? You know, how can you play it on that? Not these invisible analog sticks. You know,
Yeah.
Mr. Driller is nothing. So, you know, but to me, looking at it as a non-PlayStation owner, there is some games that I remember playing. I wouldn't say I remember to a full extent, but there's some that I, you know, definitely remember. How do you feel about the PlayStation 3 streaming? Do you have good internet where you're at? You said you have good internet.
Yeah.
So you think will you be able to handle that if you buy the Plus Premium plan?
I think yeah. Yeah.
Because it will suck if your internet starts going out and you can't play the single player experience. That kind of sucks. You know, that's why I don't like streaming. That's why I did a whole podcast yesterday talking about that last week when you wasn't here.
Yeah.
But yeah, looking at it and understanding that this is only, from what people said, a fourth of the list. So this is like 25% of what we're
Yeah. Yeah. I was going to say, I have a PS3 of my own, so I can always go to that. So
yeah. Yeah. I mean, you can still technically. I think GameStop still sells PS3 games. Not a whole lot, right?
And Wii games, Wii U games.
I haven't seen a Wii game in the GameStop good forever.
I mean, Wii U, I'm pretty sure.
Oh, Wii U, I think I've seen a little bit, but not a whole lot.
Yeah.
Because I don't remember last time seeing, like, PS3 games.
Yeah.
That's why I was asking. Because I don't know if you can still go in a store and buy a PS3 game or not. I'm not entirely sure.
Hey, one time I went up to, I don't know if you ever heard the local video store that's still here in West Monroe, National Video Superstore.
And I don't know where that's at.
It's in West Monroe, Cyber.
Okay.
But it's just a video store, one of the last video stores probably around here in the country, and kind of like Blockbuster, pretty much. But
old retro games, I could go in there and I'll
still
be
here.
able to see a Super Nintendo game.
No, I don't know about Super Nintendo, but I was going to say that there's movies, but you can rent movies, but you can rent games. And they still have PlayStation 2 games you can rent. GameCube games, I think, and the original Xbox.
Is it just to rent, or can I purchase it?
So maybe you can purchase. I don't know. But you also got game mechanics.
Never been there. Hopefully sometime I can.
That's your store for retro games and consoles.
Yeah, I'm more of an old school. Feel like
That's
that.
What Atari.
Not Atari.
I'm just saying Super Nintendo, NES, Sega Genesis, Dreamcast.
But for me, looking at this list, most of these games I have not played. You know, and have no interest. I know, you know, Aaron was like, Days Gone. Yeah, I'm like. And then they was like, I like Infamous. I'm like, And then he said Spider-Man. I was like, I remember it looked okay. He was like Last of Us, Uncharted. I'm sorry, I have never been interested in Uncharted. Just maybe the movie, just because my time is in there.
Yeah.
My boy. But most of these games I have not played nor have barely interest. Like Celeste is like everywhere. I have it for my Switch and Steam. Same with Hollow Knight. I have it for my Switch and Steam. Resident Evil HD Remaster, I have it for my Switch and on Steam. So some of these I have. The South Park Fracture Butthole, I know he was pointing his finger, but the Stick of Truth is better, in my opinion, than Fracture Butthole.
Just saying, you're a South Park fan, so.
Yeah. Like I said, I play both of these games, but I will probably prefer Stick of Truth over Fracture Butthole. I didn't like Fracture Butthole that much. It's still funny. It's still good to play through. But I think Stick of Truth is better. For the storyline and all that stuff. But if you're into the combat, I would say the Fracture Butthole. But, yeah, and then PlayStation, I could care less about these games right now that's showing off. I'm going to be completely honest. I can really care less.
I remember getting South Park Chef's Love Shack from a rummage sale at high school.
Oh, you played the worst game ever created. How did that make you feel?
I didn't play much of it. I just played a little bit of it. It was for the 60.
Because you knew it was going to be terrible. But some of these games I have played. Dark Cloud, I remember a little bit. I think it's a great RPG. It's really unique. Jack, I will always prefer Ratchet & Clank over Jack and Dexter. Like, I love Jack, I love Dexter. I might love Dexter more than Jack himself. That might be just a me thing, but I remember loving Dexter more than Jack. But those games I liked. Cyber I remember playing a little bit. Borderlands, like Lego Harry Potter, every Lego game is good. If you're into Lego games, sometimes they can be tiresome. Stuff like that. But with the lineup, I wish to include the games that I like, that I have, memories of. Like, if you're including the Jack games, why not the Ratchet & Clank? Why not the Ratchet & Clank? Why not Ratchet & Clank? Why not my boys coming on the scene? What about Crash Bandicoot Wrath of Cortex? Please do. Please, honestly. I will still defend that game. I will die on that mountain. I will defend Crash Wrath of Cortex and the other Crash games. I will defend them. And then when it comes to the PS3, I haven't played any of them. I remember looking at the Ratchet & Clank. Like, every Ratchet & Clank game looked awesome. I remember getting really into the next Ratchet & Clank game, and it made me close of trying to get a PS3. Just because of the Ratchet & Clank. That's like the only series, the only big exclusive series that I like that's only on the PlayStation is the Ratchet & Clank series. Like, I'm sorry, Jack and Dexter, but, And then you have third parties with PlayStation 3. I remember, I think I played one of the Devil May Cry games. I remember my dad owning Fear. I don't remember if I ever played it. And then, like you said, time limited games. And I don't know if y'all noticed this, but I was kind of joking with Cyberpunk 2077 because it's a great masterpiece and it should have won Game of the Year awards next to Grand Theft Auto Definitive Edition. Those games are definitely masterpieces. Looking at how awesome they are, how much time they were put in to both of those classic games.
There he goes and with this crap.
Huh? What?
There he goes. This Grand Theft Auto Definitive Edition crap.
And Cyberpunk 2077. They both should have won Game of the Year. No questions asked. Hey, Last of Us Part 2 got a Game of the Year. Why not Cyberpunk? But yeah, looking at this, I would like to, probably like what he's probably going to be doing is waiting to see the full list. When you see the full list, are you going to actually buy this? Because you're going to be, if you're going for those old school, I think you're paying like $18 a month, right?
Either that or quarterly.
Because I know that's like about $120 a year. Something like that.
Well, yearly, I think.
Because you also have to keep that in mind. So, what are you like? Are you going to buy the highest once the full list comes out? Because so far you're intrigued with this list.
I mean, probably. I don't know yet.
You don't know yet.
Yeah.
You know why they didn't put San Andreas, Vice City, and 3 on here? Because they were going to say for him to put Grand Theft Auto Definitive Edition. Because that's the latest made. That's what they did with the remaster. Like, if it's been ported, if it's the last thing they made, that's going to be the version that you're going to be playing. So, the last version of Grand Theft Auto Vice City would be the Definitive Edition.
Or you can go out and get the original trilogy on PlayStation 2 or Xbox.
If you're lucky.
Yeah.
I can't. I don't know if I can do it. I remember trying playing it on a controller. I couldn't do it. I need a mouse and a keyboard, especially with some of those missions. But yeah, huh?
Retro store and get a PS1. They have it and the game.
But yeah, looking at it for a list, I say it looks good. I listened to some people; they have been interested. And Aaron, I know that he's been waiting until the end, close to the end of this podcast, saying like, "Oh my gosh, get to the good stuff!" Like I can already hear and read his mind. I'm like, Hylian, this indie direct is boring. Okay, this Starfield and Redfall is boring. Get to the good stuff, please, Hylian. And he probably knows that I'm right on that.
Probably.
Yep, see? He's already agreeing. Already.
That's the only gaming news that looked good, so.
To me, it's a Silent Hill, and if that's a trailer or not.
Yeah.
But, like I said, looking at it from a non-PlayStation owner, does this interest me? Like, looking at it for me, right? Does this interest me to get a PlayStation and actually buy the package? Probably not. I'm going to be completely honest, probably not, because I can emulate some of these things. Some of the emulators, let you have, better stuff within the emulators. Depending on which one you're using, because you can do a lot within just emulator and so many settings with that, as you go on BRB again. With all the settings and with all the stuff that you're doing. And I don't know, like I haven't played PS3 games. If I go back and look at the PS3 for a second, let me look at the PS3, let me look at the PS3. Does any of these interest me? Just a Ratchet and Clank. But I know that my computer is a very beefy machine. It can actually handle some PS3 emulation. Except for Sonic 06. For some unknown reason. Just for that unknown reason, I don't know why it's not on the PlayStation Plus. I think it's worthy of redeeming, because if you're putting Cyberpunk up on the time trial, you need to put Sonic 06, because it's the greatest Sonic game ever created. Yeah, it is. Mm-hmm. But like the new stuff, if I'm looking at the PS4, if I'm scrolling all the way back, Ghost of Tsushima, it looked okay. I can at least say that looked okay. Because I've been actually enjoying Sekiro Shadows Die Twice. It doesn't feel that difficult to me. And when I say Ghost of Tsushima, it kind of looks the same. I know it's supposed to be a little Souls-like, but I feel like it wouldn't be that difficult. If I wasn't having a hard time in Sekiro Shadows Die Twice, then, I probably would have a hard time in Ghost of Tsushima. God of War, maybe. Spider-Man, maybe. The others I can care less. Until Dawn, I'm a horrible. So, maybe. Maybe. I know he's going through the list, and now I'm re-going through it. And just seeing. I'm not going to list out every game like he did. Because I think he's out of breath. He's like, I gotta rest. I gotta lay back in my chair with the TV on. That was so many games. Hylian. He's too focused on his TV. He doesn't know what's happening anymore.
I'm trying to change something, but okay.
He's like, oh, I heard my name.
No, I was trying to change something.
But yeah, to me, I don't know. I would like to see the full list after hearing it's just a fourth list because the retro is kind of a little, I would say a little bit low. A little teeny tiny bit. I mean, there's only one PSP game. Don't tell me it's not low. There's one singular PSP game. What? So, put Crisis Core on there. It's a great game. Just do it. But, yeah, that's just how I feel about it. Anything else you want to say about this wonderful list from a PlayStation owner?
Not wonderful, but that's what we got for right now.
What we got?
I don't have anything else to say.
Okay. Well, that is definitely our last topic of the game news within last week. It was a lot to go through, and I like that. I like when they start to give me stuff. I like it. I like it a lot. I like it. Indie Direct, even though it was something. So, yeah. So, if you would like to be part of these podcasts, if you want to voice your own opinion, let's say you hate my opinion and you hate Aaron's opinion, you just hate our opinions for some unknown reasons, and let's say you want to voice your opinion, just DM me on Discord or on Twitch. I will link 2 Discord accounts right now. The first one that I'm about to list is our Christian server, our ministry server. This is within all of our events, everything we're going to do, especially the movie night. If you want to come to that, I'm not going to mention the movie yet. But our second server is a non-Christian server, and it just focuses mainly on games. Just talking to people, have fun, hanging out. For people that may not be into the whole Christianity thing or religious thing, as some people would like to say it. So that's why we have 2 Discord servers if you want to join that. Speaking of the Discord servers, like I said, you can DM me. If you want to be part of these podcasts, you can DM me on Discord, whisper me on Twitch, or if you're watching this on YouTube, comment down below if you want to be part of it. Or also, if you have a topic in mind, whether it's about gaming, movie, Bible, Aaron's sofa seat that he's sitting in and relaxing, his TV, my stuff on my dresser, whatever it may be, as long as it's appropriate. Just naming random things off. But if you have a topic, you can also DM me, whisper me, or comment down below. In about an hour from now, we do a movie night. Yay! And what movie did we decide to watch? We decided to watch all the Cyberpunk 2077 bugs. Every single last one of them. And it's going to be so epic. It's gonna be so much better. Probably not better than Grand Theft Auto Definitive Edition, though. I think that has better bugs. Just I think it has good bugs. But on a real note, we're gonna be watching X-Men Origins Wolverine. Apparently, according to this dude, that dude is supposed to be one of the worst X-Men movies ever created. Why? I don't know. Did Wolverine scratch his butt or something in the movie and hurt his butt? I don't know. I don't know what happened in the movie. You know, I know a little bit about its origins. I don't know why it needs a full-blown movie.
Just from people and critics who've seen the movie. So,
well, I'm gonna see it. Like I said, it's my first time watching X-Men film, so I'm gonna be seeing it from my eyeballs, from my eye sockets, to see what this movie entails. So if y'all want to come to that will be in our Christian Discord server. I have been thinking about doing it in the Get Good Scrub server um, because it has nothing to do with religion. I mean, I don't think X-Men has nothing to do with religion, unless I miss seeing something. But I don't think anything about X-Men is religious. I really, really don't. I mean, Deadpool. That yeah. I don't see any Christian things about Deadpool. I don't, unless I'm missing something. Unless Reynolds decides to do something. But yeah, we're gonna be watching that tonight in about an hour from now. He's being BRB way too much. Don't tell him I said that. But yeah, we're gonna be doing that tonight, and also after that we have Dungeons and Dragons. This is one of our new events. So if you're interested in Dungeons and Dragons, if you don't know how to make a character sheet, if you don't know anything about Dungeons and Dragons, we want to help you. These Dungeon Dragon sessions are supposed to be weekly. I know some are supposed to be like bi-weekly or monthly, but these are supposed to be at least about 2 hours, you know, at the very least, or a little bit longer, or maybe a little bit shorter. You know, they're not 5, 6 to 7 hours D&D campaign. You know, it's nothing like that. It is short weekly. So if you like to be part of that, that will be directly after our movie night within our Discord server. So if you want to be part of our Dungeons and Dragons campaign, come on by. We would love to have you. But if you're not interested in joining our Discord server, let's say you don't care and you just come for the Twitch and streaming, I'll be here for Reunify. Probably he won't because he doesn't care about Phasmophobia. You know, and probably some of y'all because y'all don't care about Phasmophobia either. Y'all are some Phasmophobia haters, and y'all need to stop it, both of y'all. Alright, y'all watching, and this dude. Stop it. But y'all can always suggest a game for me to play on Reunifies. You can always suggest a game. If there's a game, like I said, I would want to play multiplayer games. I mean, I guess I can play single player games. I've been thinking about it because I know I did with Marble Madness. I know it's been a while, and that wasn't a multiplayer game either. So you know, I want to play multiplayer games because I want to be able to play with y'all guys. So if you have a game and stuff like that, and if it's free, I might be able to get it in time. But if it's paid, I don't know. I will definitely look into it. But if I already have it, already own it, I'll definitely be able to play it. But we might do Phasmophobia tomorrow. I know some people may be getting sick and tired of me playing Phasmophobia. Probably more likely. I don't know. You know, because I don't know what other games to play. You know, and if you suggest Fortnite, it's going to be a 100% no. 100%. I don't care. I don't care how free, how good it looks. It's not touching my PC. It's just not. It's just not. But yeah, that's with all the events. Do you want to say anything about those events? Or not?
Nope.
No. Well, anyway, I hope to see you guys and girls soon. I hope that y'all enjoy this wonderful edition of podcast with Aaron being back here finally. So y'all don't have to hear my own stupid opinions, so you can hear his stupid opinions too. And maybe you agree or disagree with what we're saying here, but you know, yeah. We'll be back here next week for another podcast. What we're going to talk about, whatever the gaming world decides to throw at us. Alright. Alright, want to say any final good last words?
Y'all have a good rest of the night and a good rest of the week. And God bless, guys.
God bless. See y'all next time.